Hold on though, Slim. It looked like your man JG ain't been the only one that's trying to be in the gym lately. As our quarterback Jayden Daniels then looked like he put on some muscle as well. Let's talk about Jayden Daniels, in my opinion, insane body transformation, and also an update on Terry McLaurin. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jayden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jayden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries, like...
Stop saying my name, you dick rhyme bastard.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We out of the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about a couple of topics including Jayden Daniels and obviously Terry McLaurin. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So last time as I checked, I'm 459 subscribers away from 10,000. Let's get there, man. If you know anybody that's a Commanders fan that would love the channel, tell them subscribe. It's free. So JD5, he was at practice yesterday, of course, and they posted a picture of him, and it was like, notice anything different, and you can't help but see that he put on some muscle, man. And shout out to the fellas from the Burgundy Breakdown. That's the show we do every Wednesday on the channel. Reedy and Z and John from Brawling Burgundy Podcast. They kind of told me or like showed me the picture, and I was like, hold on, okay, I see a difference. I definitely see a difference. And you remember back during like the Super Bowl time, that was one of Jayden Daniels' goals this offseason, was to put on some muscle. And you know me personally, I was like, nah, man, he good how he is. I don't want him to put on any muscle for real, because I don't want him to, like, you know, it affect his game in terms of like slowing him down, this, that, and the third. And a lot of y'all was like, nah, Juan, chill. Like, him putting on a couple of pounds won't hurt in terms of muscle. 5-10 pounds won't necessarily mess up his athletic ability and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then you see him out there, and he looks good, man. He definitely looks good. Biceps look a little strong. I made a little joke. I was like, oh, nah, did they just give him an extra small shirt or something? Got the shirt tied around his arms. But nah, he definitely looking swole. So I'm not going to lie to you. And I definitely see the positives that can come from it. Obviously, if he does get caught or anything like that, he will be able to withstand, you know, some physicality and stuff like that. And obviously, he's going to be able to be more durable throughout the season. And of course, I don't know if necessarily strength, you know, correlates to your velocity of your ball, the way you throw, but maybe him putting on some muscle can increase his arm strength a little bit more in terms of, you know, deep accuracy and stuff like that. I mean, he already has a cannon for an arm, but of course, putting on some more muscle definitely can help that as well. But it's funny, and it's kind of also very cool to see a transformation like that from a quarterback that was pretty much a stick, man. Like, let's call it what it is. 5 was really bony, and really a stick all of last year. So to see him putting on some weight, it definitely shouts out to the nutrition and conditioning and strength team. Shout out to 5 for putting in the work, for actually, you know, eating right and working out, because we know, well, since I'm in the gym as well, right, like, I know eating and what you put in your body is more really important than the actual training. So knowing that 5 had to kind of eat on a specific plan to get right, that's also just shows you dedication, that he's that serious about upgrading his craft and being better at his craft. And I wonder if him putting on this muscle, hey, is this just the first step of him getting right for his MVP campaign coming up? I wonder if him putting on more muscles, will that involve him into some QB sneaks. I know we probably don't necessarily want to put him in that predicament, but short yardage games, right? Remember last season we put in Marcus Mariota for those opportunities of a obvious quarterback sneak, but now Five putting on some muscle. Maybe he can be the one that can, get the quarterback sneaks going, or we could do our own version of the tush push. Because at this point, they're not banning the tush push, which I don't think they should anyway. I don't think you should punish a team for being good or finding a way to be good. I think now more teams should just adopt it, right? And I think Washington should adopt it, something like that. Maybe we could do our own version of the tush push, and find a way to kind of exploit as well. Now I'm interested to see, has he put on muscle all over his body, right? Because the legs for me is the really the bony part, right? Like that's the part that I would love for him to kind of put more strength on, like the lower extremities, like the squatting and stuff like that. Because again, you look at a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, and I'm not telling you Jayden Daniels needs to be Jalen Hurts in terms of squatting or whatnot, but like Jalen Hurts, he squats 500 pounds, right? If Jayden Daniels could do half of that, and we could definitely run some tush push or something like that. That definitely will be able to help him out as well. But as far as on field play, I definitely think it increases his ability to perform. It increases his ability to withstand physicality, because of course we know how they play out there, man. They want to hurt Five, they want to hit him. Remember the Lions fans said that they were trying to go hurt him, stuff like that. He was gonna be on a stretcher and all that. Look how that turned out, right? It was actually Jared Goff that got hurt. So we already know how this game is, and then especially on those runs towards the sideline. Last year, everyone holding their breath, right? Anytime he took a hit, he got right back up, but of course, that being the prized possession of the franchise, you're going to always be a little bit worried. But now you may not have to be as worried, because he can withstand those hits. He was able to do it last year. That was my whole thing when I was talking to people, or kind of making my videos, where I was like, man, I don't think he needs to put on any weight, because I was like, man, he was cool last year. The way he was moving, when he took some hits, man, he got right back up. Yeah, he got the wind knocked out of him a couple times, but I don't think that has anything to do with muscle. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just a good hit. But after reading the comments and understanding that it's really no negative impact on putting 5-10 pounds on, and after looking at the picture today, he does look good, man. He looks swole, and he looks ready to take off in year 2. And I always encourage people to put on some muscle. Now, I mean, I ain't the strongest in the world, but you know what I'm saying, I definitely am working towards it, just like Jayden Daniels. So hey, man, shout out to Five. I hope this is something that's gonna help him achieve his MVP campaign this upcoming year and the years on after that, and we'll see how it positively affects him this upcoming season. Shout out JD5. Now the next topic that I want to talk about is wide receiver Terry McLaurin. As we know, or as you heard, Terry McLaurin was not at practice today, or yesterday, I should say. And it drew up some kind of noise. It really did, and I'm gonna just go ahead and put it to bed, man. It's not nothing serious, right? He wasn't at practice. It's voluntary. If there's anybody that don't need to be at practice at this point of his career, it's Terry McLaurin. Now, of course, some people are gonna be like, okay, he could have been at practice but didn't participate. He was there last week, man, and the weeks before that, bro. He probably out there fishing somewhere. He may have had a family situation to take care of or something. I don't really want people to make it too big of a deal, but it is going to be making headlines because Terry McLaurin is in his last year of his contract. What I ultimately think is the reason why he didn't show up is because his agent probably is like, man, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to risk anything. You don't want to practice and hurt anything or anything like that can prevent you from getting your next contract. And that's why I feel like he wasn't there. I think he'll be there shortly, and I don't think he'll participate in anything, though, as he shouldn't, right? Remember the first time that he got his contract extension, this was the same little situation. He wasn't really a no-show at practice. He really didn't participate in much, and that's what you typically do when you're in a contract negotiation phase, because you, again, don't want to risk anything, because if you get hurt throughout this negotiation process, a team can easily be like, oh, nah, man, we ain't gonna pay you what you deserve. And rightfully, Terry McLaurin deserves another $30 mil $32 million a season, and this is his last time really able to cash in on a big contract like this, because he's 30. He's going to be 30 years old very soon. So he signs another 3-year deal. He'll be 33 at the end of that contract, and at 33, already not being like the most gifted athlete, you never know where he's going to be at by 33. In my opinion, I think Terry McLaurin's still going to be really good at 33, obviously, because a lot of his reasons why he's so good now isn't necessarily his athletic ability or God-given talents. It's how hard he works, and guys like Terry McLaurin, game translates very well with age. So at 33, I do think he'll still be serviceable, right? He'll still be solid, but again, how confident are you in him that he'll still be putting up the numbers that he's putting up now, right? So Terry McLaurin's plan is smart, if that's in fact why he wasn't at practice today. It very well could have just been a simple something came up and it's voluntary, so he wasn't there. But that was just my guess at it. But let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. Jayden Daniels putting on some weight, Terry McLaurin not at practice. Are you a little bit concerned about Terry McLaurin not at practice, or is it just water under the bridge? Like, comment, subscribe. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. I'll catch y'all later. Want to roll to 10,000 subscribers. I'm out.
Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a laundry.